Hey, what's going on, everybody? Yes, that's right, DBougie86 back up in this. And as always, you know what time it is, guys. Yes, it's that time of the year again. Welcome to day one of my fifth annual 31 Days of Horror. It's crazy that I'm doing this again, guys. And, I was thinking about not even doing it this year because of my time constraints. But let's see how it goes. Let's just say that it's gonna be crazy. And yeah, man, I'm so excited to be here again and doing 31 more reviews for you guys. It's been a while since I've been doing reviews on my own channel, and this kind of gets me into it, kind of again, in a way. But then every time, this is a joke I tell myself, I'll let you guys know this. Uh, Before I actually do my reviews after this time period, it's so hard not to say 31 Days of Horror ever again. So let's see how it goes. All right. So day one. What kind of film do you think I'm going to start you off with day one today? And I chose a crazy one for you guys today. Now, this film has a very interesting history. I think it came out this year, but I think it was like made around like 2013 to 2016, around that time area. I'm not really sure on the exact year of it. I'll probably post it like on the actual like title of the review itself. But it's a very older type film, and it was kind of a lost film too because it wasn't released either in I think Japan either at the time. Don't hold me to that, but I haven't really heard anybody really talk about this movie in like the circles I look at because I'm a big Asian horror fan. In that aspect, I wanted to check it out, and of course, the good people of Unearthed Films do what they do best and gave this film light and unearthed it, which is pretty awesome because it's Unearthed Films, and I could use that pun. But of course, the film entitled that I'm talking about today is A Record of Sweet Murder. Yes, this film is directed by Koji, watch me as I butcher this, Shirarashi. Yes, Asian director that I actually know a lot of his films and actually reviewed a few of them before. Uh, he directed Grotesque, Nori the Curse, which is pretty awesome, The Slitmouth Woman. He also directed another film called Cult that I actually own. It's another type of found footage film that goes in vein of like Nuri the Curse. But this is crazy that he directed this movie now. Sadako versus Kayako, the Ring versus the Grudge movie. Yes, these are all by the same director. And when you hear that, they're all like crazy differently films and shit. And different tones and different styles, and yeah, A Record of Sweet Murder is kind of in the vein of like Nuri the Curse or like Cult, like I said before. It's a found footage style film, and it follows this Korean journalist named Soo Young, who has a young cameraman who's a Japanese named Toshiro with her, and they got an exclusive story where actually our main protagonist, he's actually on the cover of the release, Sang Jun, who's a serial killer pretty much, and he actually knew Soo Young from when they were children, and which is an interesting aspect of it. It actually delves into more of the story later. He gave her the exclusive, and once they get up there, they start interviewing him, and he's like, yeah, I did it, and I'm going to tell you why, and I'm just going to leave the plot off right there. This is definitely a movie you have to be staying gross with throughout it, because it gets fucking crazy, guys. It gets brutal and kind of squeamish in some parts, and it's just crazy. He's doing this pretty much because of his belief and what he believes in and what he's been told to do, pretty much, per se. And this film kind of has cosmic horror turn in it, as you can see from the cover. It kind of, I kind of wish they kind of hid that aspect of it, of the movie, because then it would have been way cooler and get the ride into it. That's a little minor nitpick about the cover in general that they used to release this. It would have been kind of cooler if that kind of aspect of it was hidden. But yeah, this film's a fucking ride, man. It goes for like an hour and 25 minutes, and it gets fucking brutal and hardcore right away. The main characters, Sang-Joon and Suwon, the actors who play them, phenomenal. They do a terrific job. The aspect of them, and Toshiro, we only get to see him a few times on screen. He's pretty much mostly like the behind the scenes guy, like the T.J. Miller of Cloverfield. That's his role in this movie, even though this movie's way more brutal than Cloverfield. Now, the aspect of this movie that's cool is it looks like it's all in one shot. It kind of gets a little, like, some scenes I'm like, oh god, wait, there's no edits? I'm like, that's fucking crazy. But it gets a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? Noticeable that it might have been edited near the end, especially when certain aspects of the end didn't happen without giving too much away. But still a fucking brutal film. Really great tension throughout it, and I was intrigued the whole time watching this. Really fucking loved A Record of Sweet Murder. I highly recommend this film. I'm so glad that Unearthed Films unearthed this movie. No pun intended. So, what would I rate a movie like A Record of Sweet Murder for you guys today? It's getting a solid 9 out of 10 from me. I highly, highly, highly enjoyed the fuck out of this movie, guys. If you haven't checked this out yet and you are enthralled in like found footage type films, and also just Asian horror in general, and kind of like more brutal subject matter. I'm not going to say this is going to be for everyone, and there is some fucked up shit that happens in the middle of this film, but overall, highly, highly fucking enjoyed the fuck out of this. If you haven't seen A Record of Sweet Murder yet, do yourself a favor and check it out. Awesome shit. Alright guys, that's it for day one. As always, I'll be back soon with another one for you guys. Of course, I always say that in the end of my older videos. What I'm going to say is I'll be back tomorrow, because you're going to see this face for 30 more days. So I'll see you soon. Peace out.